What up, y'all? My name is Jade Fox, and this is the Madeyoulooks channel, and today I'm gonna do my spring-summer wish list because this spring and summer, it's giving corn dogs, it's giving baseball, it's giving picnics with cold sandwiches, it's giving sunglasses, it's giving being slightly musty at the end of the day, it's giving a sweaty brow. It's giving fun, it's giving brunch, it's giving accessories, it's giving color. Spring, summer, I'm giving, period, okay? And so it'll be a lot easier if I have these things on this list. I'm not saying that I'm gonna buy these things on this list. The reason why it's on a wish list is because I wish somebody would buy it for me. Another reason why these things are on this wish list is because I'm just not gonna pay full price for it because either I don't think I have to, like something is giving me a whiff of clearance with some of these things. Notes of savings. And so that's why it's like, I'm gonna hold out and maybe either somebody will buy it for me, somebody might gift it to me, or I will buy them heavily discounted. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first is actually an accessory by PACO RABANNE. I believe what it's called, the 8-chain bracelet. Now I've seen two versions of this. One is the regular kind of silver chunky bracelet. There's something very futuristic about this, yet very classic at the same time. It's everything that I love. It's silver and it's like that nice dusty silver because I love all silver. Anything that I'm wearing is most likely sterling silver or 925 silver. I don't own anything white gold. I don't think I do anyway. But when it comes to silver, I tend to like my silvers to be a little bit on the dull side. I feel like it looks better on my skin. You know what I mean? Just not so shiny. I feel like that's how I can get away with wearing a lot of it at the same time, is if they're all kind of like dull. And so I love this bracelet. I remember the first time I laid my eyes on this bracelet, I was like, Jade, you need to exercise putting that wallet back in that pocket, because we're not doing this today. We're not gonna spend an upwards of $400 on a bracelet today. Justin Bieber said never say never, but it definitely ain't happening anytime soon. So the original one that I saw was just a plain, kind of link chain bracelet. And then another one that I saw, it had these little like stones on it. And it was this really, really pretty like purple and blue stones all throughout it. And it was so pretty. Like, this is such a pretty bracelet. And in my opinion, it's the right amount of masculine. I think that's another thing that dusty silver does. It looks more like rugged. And so that's why I'm like, ooh, yes. But also the design is very feminine. Something about the curves and the circles. I don't know, something about the curves and the circles. Not to mention my little like life number, my favorite number, I have it tatted on my arm back here, is 8. I was born on August 8th, 8th month, 8th day. Come on now, I gotta get it. So this next one is, I don't have a specific brand in mind. As much as I would love, like a Rimowa luggage carry-on, I'm aiming low. I'm aiming much lower. But I want a small carry-on because the carry-on that I have now, I think I got it at like TJ Maxx or something, and sis is holding up. It is this cute little electric blue, literally the same blue as my shoes and my hat. It's this little electric blue little carry-on. It's very cute and it's very durable, and I spent all of like maybe $45 on it, and sis is standing the test of time. But I want something that's a little bit smaller because there have been so many times where I've taken this carry-on to the airport thinking that I can carry that bit on, and they've been like, actually she's a little too thick, a little too wide in the hips. We have to check her. And so that's why I want something that's a little smaller just to carry with me, especially because I'm doing like my like gig work is starting to pick up again. So like my little speaking gigs where I'm really only gone for like max 2 days or like a day and a half. Like I don't need that luggage, and so it's like I want something smaller I can just carry on with me. So if you guys have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I've been looking into Floyd, but Floyd, I feel like if I get one of those, it's gonna be basically like cannibalizing the use of my other carry-on, and plus I feel like it's not small enough. So if you have any suggestions, if you have any smaller carry-ons that fit kind of the criteria that I'm looking at, like please sound off in the comments below. This next one is another accessory, and it is the KASSL edition oilcloth bag. I don't know if that's what it's called, but the brand is KASSL Editions. I saw this bag first, I believe on Farfetch, and then I saw it on the Frankie shop. I want this bag because I love a crossbody. I love a bag that I don't have to keep up with. I love anything that I don't have to keep up with. You know when you have on an outfit and how like it has to be situated in a certain way to look right? So say throughout the night or throughout the day, you're like slightly adjusting your shirt, you're slightly adjusting your pants, you're slightly adjusting your hat, just because everything needs to be situated in the right way. I don't like to deal with shit like that. I want to put it on and I don't have to worry about it. And I love bags that kind of like stick to you a little bit, like not stick to you, but I love bags that are just on you. You know what I mean? Like they're not hanging off you. It's not hanging off a shoulder. Like that thing is on you. I feel like in times where you're traveling, especially if you're floating through in and out of like big crowds, if you're going to places like New York, anything that's populated or busy, day trips to like Disney World or whatever. Like I think that this type of bag is perfect. The only thing that's holding me back from buying this bag is the price, one. But two is because, is this gonna stick to my back if I have a tank top on? Because it looks leathery, but I don't actually know what the fabric feels like, and I really wanna see what it feels like in my hands before buying anything, because what I would really hate is to have it be an upwards of 70, 80 degrees in a day, and then I go to get this bag and then it's sticking to my clavicles, it's sticking to my shoulders, it's sticking to my back because of the material it is mixed with how hot the weather is. So that's like the thing that I'm like, I don't know too much about it. I kind of wish they had other colors at least so that you could have the style, just not that fabric and not that color. But I really enjoy the design of this bag. I love how big it is, it's obnoxious. And so I really like it. I really love the design of it. I really love the construction of it, but I need a different fabric, maybe color. So this next one is like one of the more mature, I guess you could say, items on my wish list. It is the Saint Laurent Teddy jacket. I have been eyeing this jacket for not too long, like a few months now. And I know that the Letterman jacket, the varsity jacket trend is really big right now. There's just something about it that isn't quite for me. And so something about that Teddy jacket, seeing how like sharp it is, seeing how it fits very like straight, like that is more my vibe. That is more my jam. And that really simple black and white colorway, those little details on the shoulders, the wool against the leather. Like I understand that this is very much not spring summer. However, where I'm at anyway, Pacific Northwest, I can wear that now. And so I really want this coat. I can't fade. I think last time I saw it, it was like $1,700, $1,800. And will this coat last forever? Yes. Will my style always make sense for this coat? That I don't know. But a part of me wants to say yes, because if I'm like 60 and hopefully I'm the same size that I am now, and I put that coat on and it fits me, I know it's gonna be a vibe. You know what I mean? I love seeing like older people in more like modern things. And so I feel like that's why maybe I would buy it and keep it for X amount of time or X amount of years. But at the same time, it's like, this is very much a purchase for the Jade right now. Like this is very much Jade 2022. This is what Jade of 2022 wants. I think that it's so classic looking. It's classic without sacrificing creativity. It's classic without sacrificing a modern edge. And that's why I feel like this is a very like specific type of timeless piece. Like you'll have it for a long time, but there is like those little updates that they've made to it, whether it be the fit and just the other little details on it that just make it feel very now. I want this coat. I want the coat. I ain't gonna buy the coat though. I ain't gonna buy the coat. If you tuned into my live stream where we talked about 2022 collaborations, then you would have seen me fawn over this DIOR Birkenstock collab. I've never in my life wanted to wear shoes. Well, I'm wearing Birks right now, but I've never in my life wanted to wear shoes that like a 60-year-old woman who owns a flower shop would wear to a baby shower, but I want them. I want these shoes so bad. This is like the one thing on the list that I am most likely going to buy. I don't think I'm going to get the opportunity to. That's another reason why it's on this list. This is one of those things where it's like, I really want this thing, but the chances of me getting this thing due to interest, like I'm sure it's gonna be sold out everywhere and it will not come back. Also due to bots, and I'm not gonna pay crazy reselling prices for these shoes either. So I'm pretty much betting on not getting them because I won't have actual access to even purchase them if I wanted to do that. And so that's why it's like, it's on the wish list. I'm hoping I'm gonna manifest, do what I can, but I just imagine these with literally like something I'm wearing right now, something that's on that like teetering that line of like streetwear, but also very like business, kind of casual. I think that this would pair so nicely with like oversized pants. I think this would pair so nicely with cropped pants, a wide crop pant, even sweatpants, like having an elevated kind of like sweatpant look, almost like Fear of God kind of vibes with this Birkenstock. I love like a dad, I love a fatherly shoe. And so that's why I love Birkenstocks. That's why I love dad sandals. That's why I love New Balances and chunky orthopedic looking shoes. Very much giving you Dr. Scholl's, but I like it. It works for the way that I like to dress. And so I really want these shoes, but I am not anticipating getting them because everyone has to be so head ass. 2 more items and then we out of here. One of the 2 are gonna be these Jill Sander leather sandals. I love this silhouette of sandal. I think it's the most flattering on me, mainly because anything that goes a little bit higher than that tends to look a little too feminine for my preference. But anything that's lower than that, like that doesn't have that strap in the back, doesn't really give me, my foot be sliding. My foot be like playing DJ in my shoes. If I'm wearing like slides, it just, so that's why I prefer to have like another strap around the ankle or another strap like a little higher up, just because it actually stays on my feet and I don't have to do that like weird scrunchy thing with their toes. Y'all know what I'm talking about, to get the shoes on. And so these just really tick all the boxes for me. They are pretty much just like an elevated version of my Docs. So I have the Doc Martin, who do they collab with? Dark Martin, that's me. Doc Martin and Suiko? Yeah, and Suiko, they did a collaboration. And so I have those sandals. I wore them out. Summertime, spring, summer last year. I wore those shoes out and I plan to do it again this year. I actually just bought a pair of like Gucci socks, like longer ones. And so I like to play around with socks and sandals a lot. I plan to do that if I ended up getting these Jill Sander sandals. They always sell out super fast because I feel like any department stores, any big old brands out there that make women's wear, the girls want basics. The girls want good basics. If you have ever shopped in a women's section, then you know those things that are the most boyish, those things that have like a tomboy flair or just a unisex flair, or that have like a masculine kind of note to it, they always sell out quickly because the girls want basics, okay? The girls want comfort, the girls want room, the girls want black, the girls want black and silver, you know what I mean? All these things that you see a lot in menswear, the girls also want. And so I feel like these are perfect. I could wear them dressed up, I could dress them down with a sock or two, and it is just like an elevated kind of like leather version of my Docs. And so I hope to get these, but I mean, if I don't get any of these, I'm not gonna die. Actually, no, I'm not gonna die if I don't get any of these things. I'm just saying I really, really want them, and it'll make my life way more worth living if I do have them. This is the hood rat in me. This is the head ass in me, this last one. This is teenage me, my inner child becoming my outer adult. I want a Gucci bucket hat. I just want a Gucci bucket hat. Is it tacky? Honestly, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But is it timeless? No. Is it classic? No. Is it anything really worth the investment? Absolutely not. Would I wear it? If I could wear 14 on my head at one time, I would. I want this bucket hat. I can just imagine like a summertime house party, a cookout with some like cute kind of like baggier shorts. Okay, maybe they're like a little mid or a high rise. You have one like a crop or like a tank top or something, or you have like a tank with like a short sleeve kind of like button down over top, or a long sleeve button down on top with the bucket. With the bucket? Come on, bruh. Come on. It doesn't make sense for me to buy it. So that's why it's on my wish list. But at Farfetch, hey, if you want to reach out to your girl, I'm here and I'm here for you. But if somebody wants to give this to me, I'll absolutely take it. But there's something very like nostalgic and like 90s and youthful about a Gucci bucket hat. I'm mainly looking at that Gucci one with the Gucci North Face collabo, that bucket hat. That one's fire. But I also really like the denim kind of like blue one with the silver or the white contrast stitching for the monogram. I also really like that one. I just cannot, I can't spend that much on a bucket hat. Maybe I will though, I don't know, man, say but my battery's about to die, so I gotta get up on out of here. Thank y'all for watching this video. Let me know what you thought on my picks down in the description. Let me know if we share some of the same items on our wish list. And do not forget, wear what you want, wear what you like, wear it out. See y'all soon.